going on here?
Well, we were just basically here at Sin on Tin. We strip down brand new bikes and we get them ready for, as you can see, the live flames, the actual flame paint. It almost looks like an actual fire burning on the wall. And 5 minutes ago, there was an actual fire burning on this rack, but we put that out. The firemen were just here, but it's not a big deal because they know when I'm working on these things to have either a chopper in the air or some kind of command fleet down by the river pumping water into the tankers. Oh, oh, yeah, that's right, that's right, that's right, that's right. Fang? Fang? Sometimes I talk to the tools. Alright, this shit right here. My electric guy's gonna come in and he's gonna put in a new, this button right here. Can't even get these in New York. This is a, it's what they call a firing pin defractalizer. When you hit this button, it sends a current through the frame. Whoever's riding on the back, this thing heats up right here, this grill. They call this the waffle iron. From Quebec down to Montreal throughout New York City. When you hit this button, the waffle iron heats up, sends a current through the frame up to this piece, which is called your bilateral union wire, comes up through the clutch lever into the mirror, and this will dial the air conditioning, which blows out through your double pipe twin stack. Air condition on, air condition off, on, off. It's basic. That's all running through this, which is called the milkshake dropper. Pour your milk in, put your cup under, and it'll give you a nice vanilla shake at the end of your ride. This particular bar right here is called your chrome plated stick shift bar. It'll work either in a vertical position or an upright lateral. As you shift through the gears, it'll function on your twin cam pin hitting through the iron pole, which comes up through the rocker box, causing the belt to drive the rear wheel here in your aluminum alloy sprocket. This sprocket right here is 11.4 ounces. It's got your Kevlar belt, twin belt, double lateral twin belt, which is unsnappable if you're running a 150 IR F17 tire, I believe. This tire right here particularly was made for this bike. Without this tire, this bike won't go in reverse. So you have to have what you got here. This is your front brake assembly. This brake lever takes 13.5 pounds per square inch to actuate the brake, which comes down through this line, which goes in here, through here. It runs into your caliper. It's got a 4 caliper pulley system made by Brembo. This is your right brake lever.
It's got a right and left brake?
Right. If you push this forward, if you push this handle, when you're running this bike, if you push it forward, you need longer fingers than I have. If you push it forward, it'll make the front wheel go in reverse, which will cause you to do a rear wheel wheelie. Pushing this forward, pulling it in causes the cheese slicing mechanism to actuate. For all of you at home that are building a high performance cheese grating waffle machine like this is an aftermarket part. It's called the Smart Bar. The Smart Bar reruns the circuitry back through the battery up into your main MGS69 host, arcs it out inside here, and it'll give you full calibration of throttle response. As you twist the throttle backward, the back wheel will go forward, and as if you twist the front throttle forward, what happens is the rear wheel drive, which runs off the shaft, forward gives you backward motion, backward will give you forward motion. It's more of a back and forth, back and forth, back and forth motion. So if you were using this, say, to excavate a garden in your yard, the wheel would trench out soil like a claw as these can plant seeds as well. On this model, what we keep in here is ice cold tequila, and you can either run tequila or Jack Daniels. We got 2 lines. The tequila is usually coming through here, and it has a spout. If you could see this little spout right here, it'll run down there with a shot glass, and you can't get pulled over. Your jack goes through an intercooler, which we run right through here, and then the front knob, you can get your jack or your tequila. Right here, we custom make these here. It's in on tin. This is your power steering cover box. This bike runs totally on power steering. It'll run, this is a hydraulic hose. As you turn the handlebars on this bike, if you're turning left, the bike will go right. And if you're pulling to the right, it'll go left. Because as you're going left and right, say you're in a wheel stand and you're wheeling and the bike starts shimming, the power steering mechanism will kick in, drop it down, and then keep the front wheel from doing this. Because if you get into a power spin and you're doing this, this will set it all up and balance it out, which is why this is key. This is what we do here. We build this. As you can see, it's air cooled and it has a fan.
I thought you painted bikes here.
Well, this is all besides if you want a paint job.
Oh.
This is getting you to the point of what kind of paint you want. You want flame retardant paint, you want glow in the dark paint, you want paint that's put on in reverse. First we put the paint on, then we prime the bike, which is a reverse painting process that we use here. Solely it's in on 10. Custom flames, custom ink, custom skulls, and then I come through with the primer gun and I prime the rubber, the wheels, the nuts. The whole bike's gray when it's done. A lot of people do it the other way. We don't do that here.